This is a message of encouragement for every foreigner who is in a land that they were not born into, but they believe that the Lord has sent them there for an assignment. I want you to be encouraged. I want you to know that the Lord wants you to thrive, and that the Lord sometimes sends some people away so that he can establish his dominion where he's sending you to. And he's saying, settle, marry, build houses, plant gardens, just like Jeremiah was telling the Israelites when they were going to exile in Babylon. He said, settle there, like live life, because he knew that the Lord had said he will send them for a long time in exile, but also the Lord had good plans for them, because even later in Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11, we see how the Lord says, for I know the plans that I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. And when we go to the book of Genesis, we see Joseph, like we see his story, how he came out of, he was sold as a slave by his brothers, and he didn't want that. But the Lord had put dreams in his heart that he didn't quite know how the Lord will fulfill. But eventually, the path of slavery led him to the throne. The path of slavery led him to dominion. And so this is just to encourage you. Even we read in Genesis chapter 41 that once he interpreted Pharaoh's dream, and no other wise man or enchanter or magician in Egypt could, but Joseph was the only one who could be able to do this. And that was only because the Spirit of the Lord was in him and with him. We see that Pharaoh promoted him to be the second leader after him. Basically, Joseph would make every decision. It's only that Pharaoh was the one who had the throne. But in terms of administration and everything else, it had been left to Joseph. So let us be encouraged by the story of Joseph, that the Lord knows what he's doing. At first, we can see that, Joseph went to the house of Potiphar. He was falsely accused by Potiphar's wife. He was thrown into prison. And I'm sure Joseph had questions. But even for us, where we have questions, where there are things that still seem to be, what's going on, let us be encouraged that the Lord is with us, that the Lord has sent us to foreign lands to thrive. Again, this is for those who know that the Lord has sent them for a work in a foreign land. The Lord is with you. Be blessed.